haters out there that say we don't know how to do it. I got the best team in the world that's gonna prove you wrong and show you just how good we are.
What you got going on there, boss? What you doing?
Got an old rod?
Yeah.
We're gonna sell those, B. We're gonna put them on the website.
On the website?
Let them know they can get it off the
Signature?
website.
All right, well, hey guys, you can get these old rods off the website, signed by the man himself, the winner of the race 3 of the No Prep King Street Outlaw race in South Georgia Motorsports Park.
Those are the ones fucked up Ryan Martin.
Yeah, those are the winning rods right there. So I seen you picking those bearings out. Are you miking those now and then seeing if they're reusable, correct?
Yeah, well, it's not that they're reusable. I mean,
How do you
if
know
it
if
knocks
they're
the
not?
bearing down to the brass, you know, as long as I don't have the brass showing, then obviously, I mean, you can see the wear on them a little bit, but that's just common.
How do you know if they're bad?
Well, two things. One is if it knocks it down to where it's got the brass showing, that means it's knocked all the babbitt off the bearing. And two, because I'm making her grunt a little bit, so what I do is, you know, this is the same thing I do with my nitrous motors is, so I mic the bearing, the outside width of this bearing right here, and I'm just checking the squish in it, and it's usually in the rod end is the one that'll be. If you get a bearing that's loose in that rod and wants to keep falling out, more than likely it's gonna beat the bearing out of it. So you gotta think, these motors here run a tight tolerance, you know, that I don't know what, I think they run like 5,000 clearance on that. So if you have, you know, if it's beat this bearing out, it squished it out 5,000s, now you got 10,000s clearance in there. It's no good for that motor like that. So all you're doing is measuring the width of this guy. You know, you go up here to the top, and I take it up here, and you got like up here where you see, and I just take and just rock the bearing back and forth. So you're about a strong 42, and then go down to the center of this guy, and make sure it's definitely, it's gonna have somewhere. See, it's like about a 43. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah. Trying to get up on.
So, you know, it's probably a 40, 42, 43. So it's probably got 1,000 squish on it, 1,000 or 2,000. So, bet you better keep that fucking beard off me, motherfucker. What the fuck's wrong with you? Always playing. Both y'all always horsing around. But anyways,
I didn't even do that.
you know, within a hour or two, you know, but
time already leaving.
if it starts getting out, man, you're gonna have to, you know, change bearings out. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I ran the big nitrous motors, man. We rarely had to change bearings in that. I mean, sometimes these motors are all put together so good, whether it's, you know, the Musi motors, the Rare motors, the Proline motors. I mean, honestly, if they take the bearings out, it's really the guy tuning that fucked it up. It's not nothing to do with the engine. It's self-inflicted. Have I taken bearings out before?
Oh yeah, we've melted some bearings.
So
for
like
sure.
Like I said, it really comes down to self-inflicted. So it's just stuff that I check as I'm going along. Anytime I'm doing any motor, we're putting them back together, I just check all this.
Now what you got going on there with the oil?
Well, that's
you oiling the threads on that deal?
Yeah, we got assembly lube. We'll put on that when he puts them on. Justin will be down there. He'll put assembly lube on the bearing and that. And I always use motor oil.
First time putting motor together.
Who?
Mine.
This one.
Any motor.
Oh no. So when Justin's down there putting his rods back in, putting the bearings on, he'll put an assembly lube that I use on the bearings, and it dissolves in the oil. As far as the rod bolts, I mean, man, there's so many different engine builders or guys that put engines together. Man, I just use 30 weight oil.
BC's up here dropping the pistons down in the hole, and Justin's down here on the bottom getting them back on the crank and torquing them back up.
Yeah, push it out. Go ahead, pop it.
What you got going on here, buddy?
I didn't like how this one went in.
You didn't like how it dropped in?
We're taking it back out real quick.
Yeah?
But it works fine because like Dad's up top. He's gonna go ahead and put the piston and everything inside the ring compressor and knocks it down in here. I take my lube, put my lube on my bearings.
Hey, That's some badass lube right there, ain't it?
Put my lube on my bearings, and I put my oil on my rod bolts. But you don't ever want to torque a bolt dry. So
what would happen if you torque the rod bolts dry?
I ain't never been down that road.
Well,
Dad, what will happen if you torque one dry? I mean, they come from GRP with lube on them, but
You just won't get the correct torque on.
Yep. And they'll possibly loosen up.
So,
but I mean, they come with lubricant on them, but we just throw extra oil on there, and then we go ahead and torque them down. So like these rods here, they're torqued at 125. When he gets done doing his thing, if Brian stays down here real quick, y'all see the whole process on how he flings it down in here. I wait for him, and then I go ahead and push it down. Once we push it down and get it on the crank, then I'll go ahead and put my lube on, my oil, get it up there, running in with a gun, and then I take a torque wrench.
It went back there a lot better. I like somebody like that.
didn't like how she went down the hole, boss?
Yeah, we've been down that road a couple times. We put a whole motor together, and stuff happened. It's like a colonoscopy.
Yeah.
If you put something together and it don't feel right, take it back apart. I promise you, it's probably not right. In this case, it was okay. I just wanted to check. You ready?
Yeah, come on. I hear ya, yeah. The bearing fell out. Sorry guys, it happened. So what he's gonna do is push it down a little bit. Come on, right there, stop. We're gonna put the bearing back in. We're gonna put some lube on it.
Lubing her up.
Yeah.
Lube's good, buddy. Speaking of which, bought those needle bearings in the rockers. I got them all cleaned up. Art's doing the push rods right now. Should we just put a little assembly lube inside those needle bearings?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, when we put it all on. Right. All right, push it down slowly.
You just do that. You do that whenever.
Tony, grab some more rags.
When you put the shaft in.
Okay. Oh, I put the shafts back
And
in.
we take our flathead screwdriver here, guys,
Okay.
and we just make sure the bearing is flat on the rod on both sides. And now we're gonna throw our cap on.
You're gonna lube the cap too, right?
Yep. It already had lube on it because we just took it off, but we'll put more on it.
I was pre-lube on everything.
Is that kind of like spitting on it, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you want to use this shit in the bedroom. It's kind of sticky. I think you get stuck.
Yeah. Now, hey, buddy, is there a right way and a wrong way to put that cap on?
I was explaining to him yesterday. So there's a beveled edge to the rod and there's a flat edge to the rod.
Kind of let me get a little bit closer. You got a bevel. You got
so the bevel edges go together and the flat side goes to the crank.
The beveled edge goes together and the flat side goes to the crank.
Yeah.
Okay. That's wrong? Oh, we got to take them all back apart then. So anyway, tell them the right way, buddy.
So like I was telling y'all yesterday, the beveled edge will always go towards your crank.
Okay, let's show them the beveled edge.
There's a beveled edge right there.
Okay, now let's show it, flip it around, show them the flat.
Flat side will always go to the two rods.
Oh.
Got messed up.
Oh, you forgot your Earl. Can't forget your Earl, buddy.
Need my Earl.
I mean, I gotta say, you're doing pretty good for your first time putting a motor back together down on the bottom end, buddy. You're looking like a true professional.
So you can, when you put these pistons on too,
You can put them upside down, can't you?
Yes, you can have the pistons in wrong, and what'll happen is the valves will hit. You know.
Now, how do you know which one's up top, which one's on the bottom?
Well, you have to know which way your exhaust is and which way your intake is coming from your head. So your intake is on the bottom side, you know, and your exhaust is on the top side. But you got to have that rod facing the correct way too. So when you put them together, you got to have them right. I have assembled a motor and just be looking at stuff.
I'm saying though, you've already looked at the head, you know you're on it, right?
Yeah. And oh boy, look at the and I happened to notice one piston was upside down. So I mean, you got to kind of catch that as you go. It don't matter. I mean, what'll happen is you put the cylinder head on. When you go to adjust the valve's gonna smack the piston, so you're gonna have to go up and pull the head completely back off and switch it. I've been there.
So
and
which
done that.
one?
Some pistons are so close to being exactly the same. You just got to pay attention when they fly cut the exhaust and the intake valve.
So which one is up top and which one's on the bottom?
The exhaust is up top. I mean, I didn't look at your head. I'm just kind of putting it back there like it was, but I guess I should look at it now.
Obviously the exhaust is on the bottom of the head.
Yeah, the exhaust is up top.
All right, let's crawl back under here. See what old
Now
Duck
we got that all figured out.
You got her figured out?
Saying the things you're supposed to check, and then we didn't check it, and then we started checking, it's like, oh shit, but no, that's right.
All right, now we're gonna torque it. Go ahead, B, come on this side.
All right.
Yeah, you're in my way.
Oh, sorry, buddy. I'll get up over here. What's our torque setting for these
125
rods?
But you can't torque one side, so you gotta pull them down evenly
Both, so a little bit on each side then.
until you know it's getting snug, and then you're gonna go ahead and torque it.
What generator?
There's a generator.
So hey,
The house?
the click,
I gotta pull the trigger.
the click means it's torqued, right?
Yeah.
What are you pressure
And then I
washing?
go ahead and I double click it just to make sure.
Just make sure it gives
everything's
good pop.
All right, so now that one's doing, we're good.
So I'm gonna go up top and watch Pops put the piston in the ring compressor deal and
Then you come
whatnot.
back down here.
Then I'll come back down here and see what we got. All right.
Gotcha. Slow. Come on. Come on. All right.
All right, boss. So that little deal you just popped off the piston when you pull it up, so everybody can take a look at it.
Tapered ring compressor.
Tapered ring compressor. All right. So hey
Got a little
guys.
groove here. It sets on inside the cylinder, and this thing's tapered, so it's bigger up top, tapered on the inside, so it compresses the rings when it pushes on, so they won't catch the cylinder when the rings go in.
Okay, well,
and then
that-
the rings will expand back out once they pop in.
The next one you load, I want to get some video of it. You know, just show all the people how you're doing that. All right, you gonna load that piston up on the other side. All right, so we're down. Got 4 in the hole, 4 more to go, fellas and ladies. Big Cajona's getting ready to load the piston in the ring compressor deal. Little WD. A lot of lube, huh?
I need probably gonna have to have another can.
Another can? I think there might be one in the trailer.
I didn't see one, I already looked.
What y'all looking for?
All right, boss.
W40.
Let me get in on that.
Don't fall off that deal now. We got stuff we gotta do this week.
So that beveled edge is what helps the ring go down in there?
Yeah, and I try to move the ring compressor up. That way it ain't got to move a whole lot. I try to get it up to the bottom of the oil ring before I shove it in the motor, and then also get it square.
Square.
You know, I just look at the
Yeah,
heat
just
gap
line
here.
it up, yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a million different ways to do it.
Right, it's just the way you like to do it, right?
I've been building motors. I built my first motor when I was about 14 years old.
When you're 14,
I blew that bitch up. It didn't make it far.
how far did it make it?
It didn't.
It
It
did.
ran for. I built a 307 Chevrolet, and I think it blew up 3 times before I got it.
You were trying to put it in that Nova, wasn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. 3 times.
3 times.
Yep. I finally got it figured out. Hell yeah. What happened after that? Then I tore my transmission up twice till I got it figured out that
Was Larry Hart still around back then?
yeah. Till I got it figured out that the torque converter wasn't all in the pump. So I ripped the pump out. I learned the hard way. My dad didn't show me shit.
He showed me everything.
But I figured it out.
He showed you everything?
Yeah, so what's today's date?
Today is July the 4th, 2021.
July 4th, first time putting motor together.
You ready?
Yeah.
stupid plays too much down there. That's why I can't be around the
can't do what?
Too much. I said you're stupid. You play too much. That's why I can't be around you. You aggravate the shit out of me.
So hey, tell how you like the lift, buddy. You know, you're sitting down there, not laying on your back.
Yeah. Look at me up here on a fucking ladder.
Yeah.
Man.
Damn.
All right, slow. Come on, slow. All right, get.
Mac it home.
Got me. Got me.
You always said you had perfect balance. I don't hear it.
What we need to do is weld some pockets on here and build a platform.
Exactly. We're gonna be using this a lot.
Hey, Tony, I thought you had to go install some AC components or something.
I fixed that yesterday. In the rain. Yeah, but this aggravated me. I had to.
So you got a whole new AC unit up in that bitch?
Outside.
Outside.
She wasn't gonna quit. Yeah. She wasn't gonna quit till I got it. She was gonna be hot in here.
Did you change your air handler too?
No, she told me don't worry about all that. Just hook the outside up. Put that outside unit on. That's what I
So
did.
she got cold AC now.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's been hot up there in that office.
We're a little hot ass down, huh?
Yeah.
She's been held on wheels here lately. I'm about ready to knock her ass every time she comes home. It's so hot in there.
She was complaining about it. I said, Melissa, it's raining out there. She said, well, let's stop in a few minutes.
You were out there in the pouring ass rain, John.
No, I was working in between showers.
In between showers.
Tell all these guys, they better hope I don't ever die. Boy, they gonna see what it's like.
That sure is. I working in between showers. She want what she want now.
She wants everything but the D. She like a goddamn none. Don't want none, don't need none.
Damn.
She's too goddamn mean though. I don't fuck with her no way. Leave her mean ass alone.
So what you saying, boss? It's like getting in bed with a rattlesnake?
I try to leave her alone. That's why I stay out of the shop.
Yeah.
When I tell you I leave her alone, I leave her alone. She's too mean, man. I want to beat the shit out of her. I wish she was a man for about 5 seconds. I'd fucking beat the dog shit out of her.
Beat the brakes off that thing.
Sure. What are you doing there, homie? I've got oil on it. Trying to take it off.
Man, again?
Hold me up. I got testing. Y'all got this? Y'all put the heads on? Finish it up, right? Yeah. Wednesday. 11.5 hours. I got a hotel for I got a beer head pump more, so I just got a hotel and go there. Keep it easy, pump her down, stuff. I'm just checking over myself.
Yeah, checking her, double checking
I'm
her.
gonna put them together. I'll tell her I'm gonna do that. I did 63 on the first one, 66 on the second. Fell about 5 foot. And then take 11.5 hours to take that.
Almost there, Bo.
Yeah. Getting hungry. Woke up. Shit, I didn't eat no breakfast.
I got a fried meat ready.
I would bet you did, fat fuck.
Well, let me tell you this. That was at 6 o'clock this morning.
That's because your ass didn't stay up
He was
late.
still fucking
Shit.
shitting in the sheet till 6 o'clock.
Yeah. I got out of bed at 5:30.
That's because you had to shit because you're old. There's a difference.
I was getting down at 1 o'clock this morning. Rolled over.
Come on, send that motor over.
Shut up.
Well, look who showed up about 2 o'clock this afternoon. Old Uncle Mike. How you doing today, Uncle Mike? What you been doing today?
Nothing.
Tell everybody what you been doing today.
You missed the party. Why didn't you come last night? I thought it was today.
There was so much ass and titties, bro. It was.
Hey,
Dad was out there having the time of his life. Mom got all mad. She said, "You need to take your ass in the house." He said, "No."
Uncle Mike, tell them what you been doing today.
I've been tinkering around on my car.
Yeah, the next fucking street outlaw, no prep, small tire winner sitting right here in front of us.
Well, we'll see about that.
Oh yeah, I got confidence in you, Uncle Mike.
I might have to get somebody with a little bigger balls than these old balls to go driving that motherfucker down through there.
I think you got it, Uncle Mike.
We'll see.
Don't doubt yourself, son.
All right, you gonna do something today, or come on, come slide the heads on. That's it. Just ate my lunch. Anyways, guys, we're gonna go ahead and slide the head on. I'm about to grab it real quick. Let Tony go ahead and grab the camera. He over here trying to grab the head like he gonna go throw it on there real quick.
They ain't gonna set it on there.
So we're gonna set it on there real quick. We got a special torque spec that I got from Proline. They sent me an email, all the information I need to know about the motor, but we're gonna get it on there and we're gonna start torquing things down. Hey, wait till I slap this thing on there and I'll show you the difference between nitrous piston and piston. Actually, before I slap that on there, let's just look at this real quick.
You don't put silicone on the intake?
Yeah, I did.
Shit's gonna dry for you. Get that on.
You the cameraman, bro.
Oh, come up here, you gotta stand up. You really understand. Look at that thing. Compared to the other one. Oh, let me put one beside it. Bitch won't even fit down in there. See, look. What is that saying? How's it go? This is the one she tells you not to worry about, and that's you. Old Big Dick Micken over here, he laying the wood. Right. I think I need to put those on the website too.
But Big Dick Micken ain't going across the finish line.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, Little Dick Micken.
Tell the guys it's okay to finish first, but also last, because there's a possibility you still could have been first. Even though you showed up last, there's still a good chance that you can go first. So it's kind of like it's like science, you know. Positive and negative is always a negative.
You fucked that up.
All right, I'm glad we're in engine shop and we're not in school. Let's go ahead and slap this thing on here, B.
All right, dude, have at it, man. I'm waiting on you, man. Nice and easy now.
Someone grab it real quick so I can move my hand. You won't let me carry it. Hold it right there. Grab it.
Got it.
As long as I can't find it. Ready? I'll make sure my hand don't get hit by none of them.
Contact.
They pushed the silicone out.
Hell yeah.
That's all we were looking for.
All right.
All right, so now we gotta go ahead and throw some oil down.
Get some oil on your studs.
And then start rolling them in. Where's that little oil gun at? I think it's on that side.
Yeah, it sure is. I got it.
Ray Charles can do that. Go put the other hand.
No, I do one at a time. You said you were here for moral support.
I was here to eat your lunch.
I always miss lunch. That's because, bitch, you don't ever come by. And I'm tired of calling, because when I call, you say,
never call.
You say, no, I'm good. Ain't that right, B? We call all the time. I'm good. I don't want to do it. I'm good, guys.
You wouldn't need my
I'll wrap your
board
ass up. See what
with
happens
nothing
to
to do that.
See what happens to that. See what happens to that. You can't go nowhere. I got a hold of you. You done. You done and over with. Brian, I think we got the most exciting going together engine program.
Oh yeah, it's nice. I mean, dude, it's a nice piece, man.
I'm saying all of us together talking, laughing.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a thing here. We're gonna do a Swan Nation. I got it in the works, guys.
Swan Nation, huh?
We're gonna do a thing. It's gonna be a subscription type deal where we can search subscription and all stuff goes to the race cars, but you're gonna get special merch. You're gonna get special privileges, giveaways, and you remember how we used to fly? We flew the 3 people out.
Yeah.
We're gonna fly a special person out once every 2 months.
Nice.
So they get to come hang out with us. May go to a race. May go to a club. May go to Art's house.
We are gonna be able to drink cold beer.
If you go by, yeah. Yeah.
So
subscription.
So that means we get to go drink cold beer.
As long as they're 21.
Okay.
Can't get myself.
So
Why does it matter if they're 21? We can still drink cold beer.
Oh, we can still have fun for sure.
Don't ruin our good time because they're not far anymore.
It was out already. There's 2 of them, big ones, right?
Sockets out here somewhere.
They were on it right there. Under that hat.
Don't lose those sockets now. It'll be the end of the world.
I need to order them for,
You didn't get them out of that tool.
Oh, he sure did. Don't lose them sockets.
Right. You didn't get them out of that toolbox, did you, Justin?
small.
Justin, you get them sockets out of that toolbox?
Oh, you already let me know. I needed them. I ain't never seen head stuff this big. Hey, I ain't got nothing in my trailer that can take these head studs off. Fucking socket.
Don't worry about it, as long as you put them back in that oil. Wipe the oil off before you put them back in there, you'll be all right.
Tony usually goes and throws them in my trailer, and that's how I get caught up.
Oh shit, no,
Yeah.
leave it on Tony. Oh no. Corey, I tell you, when I open that drawer, I leave it open, so when I get finished with it, I already know how he is about his damn tube. I wipe it off, put it back in there. I know how he is.
Get your ass
Hell
out
yeah,
of
you
the
did.
I remember.
One day he looked in the tube box. He said, where in the hell is the something? I said, Corey, it's in the box. He said, no, it ain't. I just looked in there. I walked right over there, opened the tube box.
We got to come to Darlington right now. Yeah, Darlington, South Carolina.
All right, buddy. So tell everybody what you got going on here. You're going through all your head bolt, stud, nut deals. Certain little sequence you're doing. What are you torquing at first right now?
So I just talked to Doug at Proline. He's the main engine guy there, and he's the one that
stellar guy too.
Yeah, no, he came and helped us at the track and everything. But so we're gonna go through and we're gonna torque everything at 60 pounds. That's what I got it set up right now, just to get the head to go down. These gaskets are already been seated in and everything, but we're reusing them. So we're gonna torque everything down at 60. Once we torque it at 60, we're gonna go ahead and put it at 220. This upper row up here, we're gonna knock it out at 220. We're gonna knock the bottom row out at 150. And then we'll just go back through and we'll check them all on. He said, once you do all that, he said, you should be good. We'll let it sit for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. We'll run through them again, check it real fast, and we're gonna jump over to the other side and start putting that on.
All right. Get her done.
Now, the way my dad and them always told me, you start from the center and work your way out. Doug told me you can just do the whole top row and the bottom. So, but like I said, I'm just gonna start from the center and work my way out. Start from the center down here and work my way out.
All right. All right. Yeah. Yeah, you know,
60's easy. Now I gotta put this bitch up to 220.
220.
This one's gonna be tough.
Get on her, son.
It ain't torqued yet. Oh, fuck. 220's a lot.
shit, a big old boy like you, that ain't nothing. You should be able to lean on that and get
Fucking bolts in the floor at 500.
Huh?
I torqued 700 bolts in the floor.
With this little torque wrench?
500.
With this little torque
Not
wrench?
this long.
Yeah, that's a little different. I got a torque wrench over there that goes up to fucking 1,500 pounds. That motherfucker 8 foot long. I can sit here in my hand.
Motherfucker told me he'd give me the week. We worked 7 days a week. I was on Friday. He said, you torque all them bolts, you get the weekend off.
Dang.
I went to torque it. I torqued it. About 700.
What are you, out of gas already? Strapping young lad like yourself? And you say you're gonna beat up Art? I think old Art fucking give you a run for your money.
We got a longer torque wrench?
That one that's in.
Yeah, but if you put a...
Shit, I had it right there the whole time. I just needed to give it a little.
well, I just want to make sure I ain't fucking it up. I ain't never torqued nothing that top that much. So you do the whole top row and you do the bottom row. The reason why they did the top row like that is because when they were doing it back and forth evenly, he said it wasn't torquing the top row.
Oh, the top row boy.
Okay. I'll come back. It's one of those times where I said, Daddy, you come do it.
Next time you already know.
Yeah, we just heard you calling.
What'd you just say, bud?
Daddy had to come do it. I ain't afraid to. Look what he's got going on. That's some serious shit.
Old Pop's a bad motherfucker right there.
Between having man strike and
Right.
boy strike.
Old Pop's a bad motherfucker right
Every
there.
time he wants to beat me up, he has to think about getting hit by a man and getting hit by a boy. I can't get the grip on that.
That's what I was saying when you put it down, try it down like this. And you use your other ball.
Make sure it's on there.
Nah, here, I gotta be put it mine. I'm putting this board up, you know.
Make sure it's on it.
Hit the bottom row, Justin.
You just gotta think, man. 220 pounds, it's a lot of torque.
If you had a 3/4 inch torque wrench or a longer,
I wonder if we could use that
I
big
don't
one.
want to use that one, no. Because that thing, it starts at, I think that starts at 300. Well, I still don't want to use it. That's too big.
you see that big motherfucker having to grab onto the other side of the frame rail.
Hey, and he was lifting the whole fucking left front tire off
Just so
the.
you know, you didn't have to pull it hard to get that first.
He was lifting the whole left front fucking tire off the fucking ground.
You see that?
He was like a spider monkey on that thing.
All right, guys, so Art left, Mike left. My dad, he's in there testing. It's just me and Tony out here now. Kyle's gonna come by here in a little bit once he gets off work, but we're almost to the end of this deal. Went ahead and put my little Jegs engine assembly lube right here. Anybody can get that. You can order it from Jegs, but got it on my push rods. Put it on the bottom end of the push rod going into the lifter. And we put them on the top of the push rod right now. The reason why we do that is just because first fire up, don't want to get no kind of friction or anything going on. So we're gonna go to the other side of the motor real fast. We're gonna go ahead and squirt our lube inside there to get it ready. And then Tony's gonna be up at the front of the motor, handing me rocker arms. We're gonna try to get on as many as we can at first before we have to rotate this motor. And this stuff right here will dissolve in your oil, so it's not a big deal. Kind of made a mess, but you want to make sure you get on all of them. What we're going to do is take a little oil gun and we're going to oil the shafts in between the rockers, slide them back and forth, make sure everything spins freely, and we're going to start putting this thing on here. All right, guys, so we got as many rockers on over here as we could. There's 3 that we're not able to get on, so we're gonna hop over to the other side real quick. I'm actually gonna set up the camera so y'all can see the whole process of going through with it. I try to talk as much as I can and do all that so I can make it interesting, because none of y'all just want to watch a quiet video. I don't want to watch a quiet video. So we're gonna set the tripod up right here on the table. Y'all can see kind of what we're gonna go through. We're gonna see which ones we can put on, which ones we're not able to put on, and then we'll go ahead and spin the motor over. Hopefully we can get the last few on both sides. Once we do all that, we're gonna go through, we're gonna adjust the valves, look at everything, then we're gonna throw our exhaust on and keep on moving on before we can fire this bad boy up. We'll set that thing right there. So looks like I can put this one, this one, this one. So we can put all the intakes on. Hey, shove that board over this way. There we go. So we're gonna put number 1 intake on real quick. So what I'm gonna do is like I said, we're gonna put oil on our deal inside our rocker arm. Got to make sure you don't knock them washers off. Just gonna go back and forth, make sure it's nice and lubed inside there before we set it on there. So if you look at it, let me show y'all real quick. I tried to get it on there and there's a little gap right there. So that means that we're not 100% ready to put this one on. Even though we were close, we're not ready to put it on. I can't draw it down because it'll just bend stuff and it'll make stuff look all bad. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this one back off. We're gonna go to our next one, see if we can put one on. So let's go to number 3 intake. Shit's slippery. Imagine using this shit as lube. So if you look down, you can see that, I don't know if y'all can see, but it's nice and flush now. So we're gonna go ahead and put both of our nuts on. Take our impact gun real quick. Run it down slowly. Torque it. Check it. And then we should be able to still have a little bit of loose play, which we do. If it's a little snug and I have to put it on there, I'll go ahead and I just loosen it up so I get a little loose. We're gonna readjust the valves later on, but for the most part, you should be able to get it on. So our next one that we're gonna try to do, I think we can get the exhaust on for number 1. So let's see if we can mess with that. Nice. Tony, you think people believe me after this video that I at least put a little bit of work in? Yeah. I may not put a whole lot in, but I'll put at least some.
Put a whole lot in on this one. Yeah.
I put 6.9% in.
Yeah, they'll believe you this trip.
Roll over to our next one. Nice and flush. Now you're okay because they ain't got no oil in it, so you can spin it over. All right, go ahead.
Well, you don't hear banging nothing, you all right?
Well, Brian, we got our first successful rod job done.
Yeah, and she fired.
Not a rim
up.
job, rod job.
Yeah. She fired right up. I mean,
had great oil pressure.
Boom. I mean, just right off rip. So
we knocked it off rip.
We did all right.
Everybody here put a little bit of work in. Me, Brian, Tony. Tony came down from Georgia. Art was over here. Crazy Kyle. My dad was out here. He's been going in and out testing for his construction license next week.
Yeah, his underground utility license.
So he's been knocking that out. So we've been.
Speaking of Kyle, Kyle kind of dipped on us the last couple of days.
He's at work.
Oh, that's right. He does work on Sunday.
Kyle works Sunday and today.
And
So Kyle's at work right now, but he'll be over here after.
We understand. You got work. We understand.
So we're gonna go ahead and load up tonight because we're supposed to get hit with a serious storm tomorrow.
Yeah, so we got a storm coming in for sure.
Like serious. 68 mile an hour wind.
Yeah, well, that's kind of, to us, that's like an afternoon thunder shower. But the amount of rain we've already gotten last week, they're calling anywhere between 6 to 10 inches of rain tomorrow and Wednesday here. So,
So we'll be heading out to Cordova this weekend.
Yep. Well, this for Wednesday, right? Or Thursday, y'all are.
Thursday, we're leaving at 5 a.m. Y'all are flying in Thursday night.
I'm flying Thursday night. So.
What do you think about this weekend?
Oh, I'm ready.
Coming off a win.
Coming off that win,
We got oil pressure.
We
got fuel.
Got aero pressure. Got fuel. I mean, speaking of which, you gotta go buy cameras.
I'm gonna get that tomorrow. And I need to fill those 2 bottles. I'm gonna take those to Crumpton's in the morning.
You're gonna take them to Crumpton's?
Just because they freeze them real quick and they'll fit completely full. I ain't gotta fuck with that.
And that'll keep us for the swing.
We'll be good there. And then if we have to fill, we got those back there. So, anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you haven't done already, subscribe to the channel, turn that bell notification on. We got cool stuff happening. The rods will be on the website, so go over to the website www.justiswanstrom69.com. go pick up your rod. There will only be 8. On the next go around, we'll have springs, pistons, everything. We're just gonna start giving them away to the fans. We'll sell them on the website because the money goes right back into the racing.
And there'll be the special kid at the track that
he will get one as well.
I just might roll up and say, "Hey, buddy, here's a rod for you,"
So, and you can be 50 years old and still be a kid. So you can come up there. Just depends on how everything is.
I'm living proof of that, 53, and yeah, I'm still young at heart.
Hell yeah. So we do like giving stuff out, but it is going to help us with paying for parts and everything. So a lot of people have been asking if we're going to sell them. So yes, we are. We will put them on the website. We also got new shirts, new hats.
No, they will be signed too.
They will be signed.
They will be
grinders. Grinders will be on the website too.
Grinders.
Dude,
I gotta get me one of those. I might have to order one up.
They got it going on. Oh, Tony got all the alcohol in here. We're taking a total of what, 80
gallons.
80 gallons with us for this swing.
This swing, 80 gallons.
Fuel. We found out that
3.5 gallons a pass.
All right, B, end us out. End our video.
All right, guys. You know, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. Hit that little bell button. We'll see y'all in Cordova. Peace out.